No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take comfort in the knowing that whether if you've come to stay a while or just passing through, this door is open to you. Come and let's be silent. Come and share a hug. Come, let's pray together. Come, love and be loved. From the blissed out to the turned out, from the pampered to the abused, this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you. If there's some kind of trouble or pain you're going through, know that you are not alone and someone cares for you. As an individualization of divine point of view, this door is open to you. This door is open. This door right here is open for you. This door is open to you. This door is open. I'm talking about this door. This door is open. I said this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white or gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you.
Good morning, Unity. Good morning, good morning. Hope you all are enjoying the return of the sun. We are going to sing a song this morning all together. It's called All the Good, and it's kind of like whenever you feel a little hopeless sometimes and like, oh, I can't do everything that I want to do in this world to make it a better place, but you can do what you can do, and that's what the world needs. So that's what these lyrics are going to say. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that I can do. Is that true? Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that I can do. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that I can do. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good I can do. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good I can do. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that I can do. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good I can do. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good I can do. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that I can do. Yeah, good job.
Welcome you this morning to Unity Spiritual Center of Portland. Whether you're in this space or you're part of our online family, we get to recognize that the world is consciousness, and we are a part of that consciousness. And as we gather this morning, we get to hold a larger knowing in our being for the truth of who we are and this new story that humanity is being required to birth. I'm Reverend Lisa Davis. I'm the minister here at Unity Spiritual Center of Portland. My pronouns are she and her. And I just want to say for a moment, today, May 17th, is the International Day Against Homophobia, Biphobia, and Transphobia. It can be a reminder to us all that the world, our consciousness all, is moving to a place where there are not categories of people. And there is not this and this. There is instead one underlying thread of divinity that embodies every being. And so we gather with that. And I wanted to remember that all separation is based on fear. It is based on some level of fear. And right now, we're all being asked to face the fear in our lives, whether it's on a lower level or it's one of these larger pieces. We're being asked to shift that. I'm going to read again from Reverend Dr. Soni Cantrell Smith, part of our New Thought family, the Centers for Spiritual Living. New Thought was never about your bank account or finding a parking space. I know many of us worked on all of these ideas. It was about knowing in your bones that you and I are made of the same divine substance, the same sacred breath, the same infinite love. If we believe that is actually true, then nothing can diminish another human being. And nothing that diminishes another human being can be acceptable to us. And so just gathering in this consciousness of the divinity in every being and of breathing that into ourselves, our body, our being, and recognizing that the transformation that happens when we hold that space for ourselves and then encircle the globe with it is what transforms our world. In just a moment, we're going to begin in prayer. And wherever you've been this week, and I know there are some interesting adventures going on right now, both individually, collectively, and globally. And we surround every being with just a knowing that love will lift us, that remembering who we are will lift us. And if you've closed off your heart, if you've said, I just don't want to be a part of any of this, there's too much change, there's too much being asked of me, I just invite you to take that deep breath of knowing, of anchoring ourselves in spirit, and remembering that we are one. We come from one universal source, one energy. And let's begin this service in prayer. And we just open to the awareness of the infinite presence and power that sources us this moment, this breath. If we have thought otherwise, we loose it and let it go and say, here I am, infinite spirit. Move through me, remind me of the truth of all that I am. And I know that I have come to be a part of that evolutionary movement on the planet this day. And for every being in this space, we hold a knowing that we belong to that one source, that presence, that power. We see that light within each of us, and we do so around this country, knowing that a larger story is being birthed as we breathe, as we speak, as we say yes to that movement, that evolutionary movement this day. For this opportunity to gather in this knowing, to hold every heart in our heart. We say thank you, infinite spirit. And so it is. Amen. All right.
Good morning.
I'm Beth O'Shields. I'm your administrator. My pronouns are she and her. It's always a pleasure to share with you on Sunday mornings. As I say each week, this ministry is based on affirmative prayer, has been for over 100 years. Each week we have prayer chaplains that are available to pray with you one-on-one and confidentially. This morning we have Satya and Carol who are available. You can meet them up front after the service. You can also submit a prayer request. Those are in the backs of your chairs out on the lobby table. You can drop them in this prayer box right here. And we have Dial a Prayer, which they change each and every day. You can call that number and get an inspiring message. And they also lead our Sunday morning guided meditations, which are at 10:30 in the chapel right next door. So you can join them before the Sunday service. I know last week I thanked all the volunteers who helped with that Cinco de Mayo, and our fearless leader was not here, so I'm going to make her stand and give her some applause. Colleen, thank you. She thinks she escapes it by not coming the Sunday after, but no, I'm not going to let that happen. She's too important to us. We appreciate you. All right, LGBTQ plus meets after the service today. Allies are invited to join them on these Sunday meetings. Again, they'll meet in the chapel. You'll have a chance to go grab a cup of coffee and come back up later after. During the week, we have many opportunities for you to come and connect with others. Our Course in Miracles group meets each Tuesday at 10:30. This will be the last meeting, though, for a couple of weeks. They're going to take a little 2-week break. So come and join them this Tuesday, and then they will resume on June the 10th. There's no yoga and meditation this week because Lisa's out of town. This seems to be that summer's coming, okay, when we take these little breaks. But she'll be back the following Tuesday, 4 o'clock for meditation and yoga. Awakening to a Spiritual Life with Carolyn Goolsby. That session wraps up this Wednesday as well at 1:30, but we'll also return in 2 weeks with a new daytime class on spiritual living. And there's information on that new class out on the lobby table, and it will be in your newsletter next Thursday. The Current Events Study Group meets each Thursday at 1 o'clock. They always have an interesting current event subject to discuss. And I want to let you know that if you signed up for the Green Bag Program, just a reminder, you can bring those bags full of your food donations. The last Sunday to bring them in is in 3 weeks on June the 7th. So if you haven't picked up your bag yet, you might want to do that and make sure you get it filled up by then. You can actually drop it off any time between now and then. And I would be remiss, they would not like it if I did not remind you that your ballots are due on Tuesday. Too late to mail them, make sure you put them in a collection box. Okay, if you're staycationing at home this Memorial Day weekend, we have a couple things you can join in. Friday on May the 22nd, this coming Friday, that's our ongoers luncheon that meets each month. This is our 55 and up group. They are going to be meeting this Friday at the Black Bear Diner on 82nd Street at 11:30. So everybody over 55 and retired is welcome to join them. And then on Saturday, May the 23rd, George Weatherford is heading up another game day. And we're excited. We're hoping, weather permitting, we're going to be out in the garden. Set a couple tables up. Might have some outdoor games. Bring your favorite game. It's hiker rules. Pack it in, pack it out. And that's 3 to 6 next Saturday out in the garden. Okay, if it's your first time here, we welcome you. We trust you got a welcome packet on your way in. Well, there goes Lisa's glasses. Let me get those. Okay. If you didn't get a welcome packet, our ushers have a handful of those. They would love to put one in your hands at this moment. You can raise your hand and get one handed to you. On the back, there is a yellow card. And we would ask that you fill this out. This gets you on our newsletter mailing list that comes each week into your inbox. There's a QR code on that form that we welcome you to use if you're savvy about that. And if not, there's pens in the backs of your chairs. There's also a red rose sticker on the front. And if you put that on your name tag this morning, we'll be able to welcome you. And we invite you downstairs to coffee and connection today following the service. It's always a great time to get to know you better and for you to know people too. So thanks so much and have a wonderful week.
Oh, and it is so good to have all of you here who are here for the first time or you haven't been here in a while and you're back again. What we know at Unity is that every one of us is on a spiritual journey. You know, so often we've heard the phrase that comes from Pierre Teilhard de Chardin, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And it can get pretty human, but gathering together is it's just such an important thing we do. If the words that you hear this morning work for you, I would encourage you to become a part. It is so important right now to find a place where we can anchor, to have the courage to step out and to connect with others of like mind. If the words that you hear today do not serve you, my invitation is to continue seeking till you find a place that says, I know who you are, and supports you in becoming that fully, because we are living in evolutionary times, and from what I've seen, it is a requirement, not a request of the universe to us. So we're happy to have you here. We are going to stand and sing. If you're able, stand. If not, we'll sing to you, but join us.
Sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. I am opening. Sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the one. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are
Yes. And I just invite you to turn to those around you with a handshake, a namaste, a welcome. Get to know those you're traveling with. We have the wonderful opportunity today of welcoming new members into our community. And for me, it's one of the sacred times. It's such a great honor to recognize that as we join together in community, as we gather together, we just keep remembering we're all a part of the evolutionary human story. And so I realized we didn't practice any of this, guys. So I'm going to invite up, and I will call your name, and why don't you come up this way? I'll tell you what, we'll do it this way. And Suzanne, our board president, is going to come up and give you a rose when you come up. But we'll just start here. Jade, you don't have to bring that if you don't want to. So with Jade, you can come on up, and Sid, and Ruth, and Tasha, and Gwen, and Jeff. And we are so happy to have you with us. Come on up. I apologize, this is me not remembering last week. Thank you. Yes, come on over. We're going to hold you there. Then I'll get out here. Thank you. I have to tell you, this is the 20th year I've done this, twice a year, and I still cry. I even practice it in my mirror, working not to cry, because I believe one of the most important things we can do right now is to remember the divinity in ourselves and in others. There's so much telling us differently, and we may have been raised that way. So as we begin this, and I'm so grateful that each of you has said yes, I want to remember what I'm saying. So here at Unity, we come together, not just to say, I'm going to come in and have a break on Sunday morning and then I'll go out and meet my world, but we come together to practice the spirituality that we know and to find ways to live that. And we do that together also, because as much as we may have thought we evolve alone, we don't. Instead, we're learning to evolve together. And so we gather for that. Unity doesn't have a specific dogma that you have to believe. We're not asking you to be anything but who you truly are. That is the desire for each of us, is to understand that. And I believe that this journey is a sacred one of knowing the God within you and to remembering, even if someone else in your journey has told you differently, to remembering that you are that light and that presence and that power. And so this actually, and the word you may or may not have used before, is a spiritual baptism. I grew up in Unity. I never knew any other type of baptism. The idea that there is within our spirit a knowing that we're whole, infinite, and complete. And it's an opportunity to say yes to the presence and power of Spirit in you. I believe daily that's our journey and can be our journey. But for each of you, I'm inviting you, as we welcome you into this community, into Unity Spiritual Center of Portland, into the wholeness of who you are. In just a moment, we're going to sing to you. And I know that it might not be your favorite part, but it is one of the greatest gifts, I believe, that we can offer, is to see the divine in you. I know, what can I say? We're probably the only community doing this, but it's something that, to me, I just believe is so important. And so as we say yes to who they are, my invitation, and we're all a part of it, don't ever think we walk alone or work alone or go throughout our day alone. You're never alone. And so as we gather in consciousness and say you are the face of God, we have that ability to know that. And so our gift to you is to know that you are the face of God. And Rick, I hope that do we have a slide for that? We don't. Well, then I hope you all remember it from the last time we did it. And those of you who know it, sing loudly other than me. So we are going to sing to you. And what are the words? You are
the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God.
So those are the words. And I just invite you to know that and to allow the energy in your heart to surround these beings as we welcome you into this community.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the You are the face of God.
The Spiritual Center of Portland, you've been through the other classes and the things that we asked, but truly what it is it's a knowing of your divinity. And for all of us, it's a recognition of that divinity. And I would just invite any of you, if you have not said to yourself that this day, you are the face of God. We're going to sing it one more time, and I just invite you to remember that for your heart, for yourself, for your soul.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face. Let's sing love. You're the face of love. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of love. One last time. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of love.
And so Jeff and Gwen and Tasha and Ruth and Sid and Jane, we know the truth of who you are. We love you, we bless you, and we welcome you. Thank you. You can go down. Either way. Come on, come on. this way. And you know, as we go through our meditation, and we spend a short time in meditation every week, and it's just a reminder that who we are and what we're anchoring is that we are, each of us is the face of the infinite, of whatever this God of our understanding, or whatever we want to call it or know it. And as you listen to this music, I just invite you to open your heart to that eternal message that resides and vibrates within every cell of your being.
Quiet my mind, soften my heart, let love breathe in me. Quiet my mind, soften my heart, let love breathe in me. Quiet my mind, soften my heart, let love breathe in me. Quiet my mind, soften my heart, let love breathe in me.
Breathe in me, infinite presence, as we close our eyes and relax our body, letting go and turning our attention within. I recognize that the eternal movement, the vibration of the infinite, moves through my being now. I let go of a need for things to show up as I want, and instead open to the largeness of that vibration of spirit as me, to the love breathing through my being. I breathe in an awareness of the infinite, and I breathe out all concerns. I am one with the infinite in the silence, in the silence. With a complete willingness to know the love that created me and to be a part of an underlying movement, a breath of love throughout this universe. I say yes, 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 yes to the day, to the journey, and to this life. And for this, I remember we are one. And so it is. Amen.
Quiet my mind, soften my heart, let love breathe in me. Quiet my mind, soften my heart, let love breathe in me. Quiet my mind, soften my heart, let love breathe in me. Quiet my mind, soften my heart, let love breathe in checking in to see if where I'm going is the way in which the inner light is guiding me to feel these connections every day. Then every day I'm being pulled by truth. And when I feel the obstacles of doubt and fear in me, I'll lift my heart and breathe in more of you. I'm coming after you, my joy, chasing after you, my love, walking till I see the sun shine in these eyes. I'm coming after you, my joy, chasing after you, my love, walking till I see the sun shine in these eyes. Moving through this mystery, it all can feel surreal, surreal until I take the time to listen. I'm listening to the one and making choices every day, and every day I'm being pulled by truth. And when I feel the obstacles of doubt and fear in me, I lift my heart and breathe in more of you. I'm coming after you, my joy, chasing after you, my love, walking till I see the sun shine in these eyes. I'm coming after you, my joy, chasing after you, my love, walking till I see the sun shine in these eyes. I'm coming after you, my joy, chasing after you, my love, walking till I see the sun shine in these eyes. I'm coming after you, my joy, chasing after you, my love, walking till I see the sun shine in these eyes. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, sometimes I love coming in and just breathing in what music, the gift that music gives us. Anybody feel that? There's just this, oh yes, I remember. Oh yes, I remember. You are the face of God. I'm going after this joy and this love and recognizing that there is a path and a journey, and we're walking in such interesting times right now. We can feel like we get over here and we say, how do I change a planet? I've got these ideas inside, so couldn't everybody else have them? Anybody done that recently? Couldn't they just feel this way? And yet what we're in the middle of is this change, this invitation for change, and it hits us all in so many different places, and we are a part of this sacred journey. You know, the title that I chose months ago was What is My Focus? We're in our 4th week, I believe, of a 6-week series. We've been using the book Buddha's Brain, the practical neuroscience of happiness, love, and wisdom. And that's not because we're trying to change just to simply focus on, I just want happiness, love, and wisdom. Many of us have done that, which means don't have anything bad happen in my world and I'll be happy, I'll be loving, and I'll have wisdom. Anybody thought that was the path? And if I can just get enough of nothing out there, I'm okay. But the truth is, we said yes on a soul level at some time to being a part of an evolutionary universe. And this universe has never been anything else. The difference is that we're moving into higher and higher levels. It may not look like it around us, but we are moving into levels that no longer, we can't just stay in our lane. We are living in, we have these times, there's individual, there's collective, and there's global. And I say it almost every single week. And that is because there are times when we experience individual cosmic 2x4s. There are times when we experience collective cosmic 2x4s. And many of us are in that one, and then the global cosmic 2x4s, which pretty much is happening. So we're at a time in history where the evolutionary impulse and the movement and the ideas have sped up to a point that we are being required to not only look at it individually, we're being required to look at it collectively. And many times we just want to get under a rock and put something over our head and say, well, I haven't had to look at this before. Now, we have to realize many of us in this room have lived in white privilege to a place where we didn't have to and it wasn't required. It is required. The universe is requiring it right now. And I know many others have experienced so much, and I hear about the stories that have been common. For us, that means, and I keep looking at myself, and I'm talking about me. It doesn't mean they over there or you out there. It means me and us. And as we move through this journey, wherever we are, there is this individual movement, and there is a requirement for movement collectively. But many of us have not been moving in that realm for a long time. And so we haven't necessarily created the neural pathways in our brain that make it easy to do that. And so we're having to learn as humanity and as a society how to both do the individual, man, I loved it. Say some affirmations. Know the truth. The truth will set you free. You will have the car that you need. You will have this that you need. You will have peace of mind. And that has an aspect. And I believe there's enough on this planet for everyone to have what they need without us having to have stuff and things. And so we're learning what that looks like. And often when we learn, by the way, you get these huge examples. Oh, there's billionaires, and that's what they are. And so we can say they're wrong. But we got to go back to ourselves, and we've got to say, okay, so that's one path of learning, and I get to learn that. And then we get to open up for these other paths of learning. And so when I ask, what's my focus? My question to each of us this week is going to be asking yourself, what's my focus right now? What is it? You know, when astronauts go out into space, and they spend any time in space, you will hear about, at some point, you will hear about the transformation that happened to one of them or all of them when they look back at the earth and they realize, first of all, it's a living entity. It's not lot lines and countries and division. It's a living entity. And they also look back and think, why do we think we're separate? Oh my gosh, we're a moving essence in a global, universal essence that's part of a universe of universes. And so there's some of them we don't even have the words for, but they always look back and they shift their focus from smaller pieces that they saw. When they got in there, it was like, this is my seat, this is my area, I got to figure out where it is. You know, this is who I am. It's the smaller pieces. And so right now, I'm letting you know that our brains are working, I believe, and you don't have to take anything I say as accurate. This is about what can we find and how can we live it. But our brains are getting to say, oh, this is mine and this is ours, and I'm going to get to navigate through them and just start breathing in. There's a bigger picture for us. And there are spiritual principles that will guide us and take us to where we want to go. But what is my focus? You know, our focus becomes our inner atmosphere, and it becomes our experience of life. And what we know from the first part of this is that as our brain evolved, it has a negativity bias. I think most of us have heard of that. Anybody practice it this week? Okay, we have at least 3 who said, oh my gosh, this is happening, this is not okay. If we do that on an ongoing basis, we come to the end of our lives having had really small things that threw us off again and again and again, and yet life adds in bigger things, and suddenly we don't have the spiritual practices and the pathways that allow us to realize there's something larger going on. One of the ideas that we looked at last week was, so what do we do about it? And one of them was just simply breathing in the good. If you didn't get to work with it last week, I would encourage you to look at it this way. The fastest way, he believes, to both evolve humanity's negativity bias, because remember, we are together evolving brains, and they start at the brainstem and they move up, and it's kind of on this axis, and that's in today's work. And if you haven't read it, you'll get to look at it, and some of it's too much science, and I read it every so often, and then I say yuck, and I put it down. But then I let it sit in me, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. So this is hitting me, and it feels like it's a personal attack, or it feels like this, or it feels like this. Oh, wait a minute. It's gotten lower on that axis. It's getting down into things that hey, this isn't okay. This doesn't feel good. This, and when we want to fight back, what we're getting to do then is to get to breathe in something more. We know that our thoughts do determine and direct where we're going. Unfortunately, many of us were raised with thoughts that were not whole. Where humanity is going, where all of this is going, is to a knowing that we are whole, infinite creations of a field of energy, and that we live and move and have our being within that energy. Jesus knew that, Buddha knew that, Lao Tzu knew that. All of these different ideas came from wisdom beings who had a larger picture. And so they had that ability for that. And, Rick Hansen, on the back of the book, it says, he said he brings neuroscience into this spiritual conversation. The Buddha and other great teachers were born with brains built essentially like anyone else's, and then they changed their brains in ways that changed the world. Science is now revealing how the flow of thoughts actually sculpts the brains. And so most of us were taught, say these affirmations and you'll change your brain. And you will. Anybody have success with it? I have seen what happens when somebody says, I am enough, and begins living from that. It builds that. When we say, thank you, infinite spirit, thank you to whatever this God of your understanding is. Hopefully it's not a guy out in the sky with a white beard. Hopefully we have gotten that there is a presence and a power, a vibration that moves through us. And so we begin shifting our focus. And then every so often something happens. And we're like, I can shift, but not from here. And our brain gets hijacked. Anybody experience that with the news or with any of our brain actually gets hijacked. And it's not always, please don't hear me say that's bad, that's good. Instead, what we're doing is opening up a space large enough for us to be able to breathe in and know a larger truth, and to sort with all the stuff coming at us. What's mine to understand? What's mine to hold? And what's mine to notice? And so I want to talk some about the material today, and we're actually in chapter 6 and 7, and the one is strong intentions, and the other is equanimity. And I want to start, he starts with Nkosi Johnson, who said, do all that you can with all that you have in the time that you have in the place where you are. And that's so much right now what we're being asked to do as humanity. We want to change the world. We're being asked to both change ourselves and find a way to participate in the world that creates a larger story than we were born into and that we know. And that is a shift. And so what do we do first? The first piece that he talks about is finding, he's talking about intentions, and most of us have used intentions. Anybody here using the idea of intentions in the last 20 years? It has to be more than 4, because I know many of you have woken up and you say, I have this intention. What if our intention was to know something we don't know yet? To know a bigger picture and have the strength to hold it even when we don't understand it. Because there isn't, right yet, that I've been able to see, there isn't a roadmap that's saying this is your next step. But many of us, I'm noticing, are shutting down with what's happening. You may have noticed that possibly all of our isms are coming up in blatant reality. Racism and what happened with the Voting Rights Act and the ending of that. We're looking at what's happening with LGBTQ laws, with all the things that's happening in this country. So if you look at that from and believe me, just navigating through it, for many of us, we shut down and we don't have the ability to hold anything larger than we were because we want to run and it's wrong and we don't know what to do. And for me, my focus right now, and it's okay if you do that sometimes, but I want more breath. I want more breath from every one of us. I want us to be able to hold a space, and that means his idea of strong intentions is holding an intention and a space and knowing the strength in your being. Now, in Unity, growing up, one of the powers that Charles Fillmore talked about so much was the power of strength. He said, first, you have to have a power of faith. It sets your direction. That means what you're focusing on and what you're believing in and your worldview and your belief in humanity, all of that, it sets a direction for where you're going. It also tells the universe what to offer you. The second piece is strength. How many of us have walked away with an idea and it falls the second we get out the door and somebody, bashes into our car or yells at us or who knows what, or we remember what happened last week or any of those pieces? We are humanity being demanded that we find that bigger picture, and building strength in us is part of it. So beginning to call forth that power. Now I go to the base of my spine. Oops, I just hit that. Sorry, Rick. But I go to the base of my spine. I know it goes up and down my spine, and I work with the idea that not only am I strength, but I have the strength to hold an idea larger than I have in the past, and that's evolution. Longer than I had. It's the ability to just simply hold it. I don't have to have the answers, and most of us stop because our brain wants answers. It wants to know what we're going to do. That means living in the unknown. Now, a lot of you heard last week, I'm living in a hotel. It is a 2-bedroom suite. I am very grateful. Suite is an interesting term. It's a 2-bedroom space. I am sharing my bedroom with my 24-year-old daughter and our cat and the litter box. And so it is an ongoing piece. That's how I wrote the message today, other than I finally did sneak home and close myself off and sit in my office for a little while and write. But the idea is I get to hold something while nothing's stable. And it is fabulous. It is, you talk about an experience, an opportunity to wiggle a little and see what we have. It's right there. And I bet every one of us in this room has something in our lives that is, we want to put our focus on that because it hurts, we don't like it, it's not supposed to be there, it's wrong. But I want us to look also at, what is my focus for a space, for a knowing, for a possibility? And if we just simply hold it, and it hurts and I don't like it, and I got up this morning and I got to meditate laying flat, which is not, my brain says you sit in a chair, that was how I was raised. And it was so light, I needed to, at 5:30, it's getting light, and I couldn't find it. We're on the freeway, next to the Max, at the Clackamas Town Center, and these noises coming in. I'm sitting there with a sock over my eyes, praying that I could do that, and I had to get up, and I'm walking on cat litter all the way there. And I was like, this is perfection. And if I don't have a space big enough for it to be perfection, and it was a real stretch, then what am I meditating for? And so I got to just simply breathe in the good. And I have to say, I was with a young lady who reached out her hand and just said, I love you, Mom. Even though I always say, don't talk to me, I'm meditating. But she just simply reached it out. And I thought, my other daughters in the other room were safe. We have food. I have a gift in my heart that I don't even know how to touch anywhere else. And it's being able to be with people, to see the wholeness, to love where we are. And I realize our focus gets to be on that beauty of life. And if you say, I'm all alone and I'm hurting, my invitation is keep going. Keep touching. Keep reaching out. You may not know why or where, but that's the evolutionary neurological pieces that happens. And when stuff takes us to our knees, David Alt, who is a being I adore, his music, he's a religious science minister. who is now retired, he was part of, during the AIDS crisis, his band, and he was one of the first bands, Alliance, that sang New Thought music and did it fabulously. He guided my life like you would not believe. All the other band members died of AIDS during the AIDS crisis in New York, and this man has taken it and lived it to a level that he continues to teach me. But in his blog this last week, he said, "Inconscient, the floor under the floor." And he said he's been reading from Sri Aurobindo this week, and he came across a word he had to look up, which was inconscient. And he said it's the word that Sri chose for the deepest layer of mechanical living. Not the kind of unconsciousness you fall into when you space out on a drive, not even the personal unconscious that most of us think of when we use a more familiar word like conditioning or any of this. It's the bottom floor. He called it the floor under the floor. We are getting to some of those places. These are generational wounds. We are living in a country that has ignored the fact that it had slavery for 400 years, and there are pieces that we are a part of evolving and expanding and holding. And if we are afraid and shut it out completely, then we don't get the benefits of the expansion. And that's for everybody. And there's other pieces. Can we breathe into it? Can we find a way? And so he said, we're finding that our experiences are taking us to the floor beneath the floor. And of course, he says, congratulate yourself if it hurts more than it's ever hurt before. You're at a place, you might be at a place, the floor beneath the floor, which is generations of people who have been told they're sinners and not worthy. And what happens if you get to that place where you can simply know, I belong. I am whole. I am here as part of humanity because I am love. And I breathe. I just breathe. That's all that's required. But what it does is it begins to expand and grow us and move us. And that allows us to find another place. And so you say, how do I do that? Well, it just happens that his next chapter is on. And by the way, he talks about, in this chapter, he talks about the different brains that have evolved and how mostly we live in this prefrontal cortex. It lets us think. It lets us say yes to this and no to this. It does all those things. But when it gets down into the scary parts, that's where also we make those same changes. Those are the floors beneath the floor. And as humanity, we're being invited into that. And I believe that change is happening, and the result of that change has already happened in so many hearts and souls, that those who are rising up with this great fear to demolish anything that looked like equality and honoring every being, it's fear. It's absolute fear. But you need to understand, we already have these ideas. Now we get to take it deeper. We get to know it more. And the next chapter is on equanimity. And you might say, equanimity, what does that have to do with it? You know, what Rick Hansen says in here, equanimity is the perfect, unshakable balance of mind. Imagine that your mind is like a house with a mud room, the entry room in cold climates where people put their messy boots and dripping coats. Anybody ever have a mud room? With equanimity, your initial reactions to things, reach for this, get this, I need this, I have to have that. I'm not going to be okay if this person doesn't like me. All the things we're reaching for, or I'm not touching that. It hurts. I'm not going to look at this. I'm not going to be a part of that. It does not mean we're putting ourselves into where we just can't get out. It means that we have a space. And so your initial reactions to things, such as I need this, that's bad, this is this, are left in a mental mudroom so that the interior of your mind remains clear and clean and peaceful. The word equanimity comes from Latin roots meaning even and mind. And with equanimity, what passes through your mind is held with spaciousness, so you stay even-keeled and aren't thrown off balance. The ancient circuitry of the brain is continually driving you to react one way or another, and equanimity is your circuit breaker. Most of us have been trained, all of us, with the brains we have, are taught to react. this happened, they said that, they said that, they said that. We can live a lifetime that way. But what if we have a space where we're simply mindful, we're noticing? This morning for me, it was the walk to the bathroom. Oh, that's my sock. Glad it's not smelly. Oh, there's cat litter on the floor. Oh, that's cat litter. Okay. Not is it good or is it bad? It's simply cat litter. I don't even have to go into do I want it or not. I thought about it. But I realized I would lose the space that I can hold something and just say, oh, that's this. Sometimes that's saying, oh, that's pain. Oh, that hurts. See, pain and suffering are different. Suffering is the reliving of the pain again and again and again. But we can notice, oh, that hurts. Oh, that's gone. Or, oh, my mind would like to play with it. But that's very different than living for the next 20 years and what someone did to you or what they're doing to another. So an opportunity here is both to begin building our strength, and my intention that I'm holding is the space to hold what comes up. Because if it's painful, oh, I'm watching what's happening in Alabama. That's painful. Oh, I'm watching this. And then I just get to breathe it in. I wonder what the evolutionary invitation is. I wonder what my evolutionary invitation is. I wonder what the beauty is. And then I go back to breathe in the good. What are the beings around me? No matter how much I'm annoying them or they're annoying me, what is the beauty around me? What is the idea? We have food, we have water. Breathe in the good. And then know that truly there's a space to hold it. This week, as you go throughout your journey, I'd invite you to just start creating a space where we simply say, I'm going to let it sit. I see it. It's there. We'll talk about it later. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Am I introducing you? Is anyone talking about the May month of special giving? You are. Oh, good. I'm so glad. For those of you who do not know Suzanne Mulcahy, she is our board president and has been working with our board for 5.5 years now. I'm so grateful, and she's going to come up and talk to us.
We are halfway through our May month of giving, and we have been blessed with a $10,000 contribution to our church to match our funds. And we are over halfway there. So let's keep going until we reach the finish line at the end of the month. I just want you to know that we are not only investing in this building and the staff or this community or even our spiritual growth, but we're investing in each other and the impact we are having once we leave here. We're making a difference in the larger community by just what we're doing with ourselves here. So it's a much larger investment. And I want you to think about this as a group of people that we've come together. Margaret Mead once said, "Never doubt that a small group of committed citizens could change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has." This is power here, more than you'll ever know. So thank you for doing that. I wanted to give you one little quick story. Years ago, many years ago, I used to do fundraising for the Hunger Project. And one thing I did is I asked my husband, what would you do if we just found an extra $10,000? How would you invest this? And I told him, I would like to invest in the Hunger Project. I can see the impact they're having in people's lives and investing in their own recovery from hunger. And he said, oh, we can never do that. We need to invest in stock or other assets. And he looked at me and he said, one is for profit and the other is for humanity. Once those words came out of his mouth, he realized what he had said, and our investing shifted dramatically from that day on. So thank you.
Thank you, thank you. So we have the opportunity. These cards are in the seats in front of you. If you'd like to find different ways to give, we invite you to do so. Excuse me. And we are going to say our blessing together. We know that divine love is an energy. It's actually the creative energy of the universe. And so as we hold that space, let's join together in holding it in consciousness. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Oh, yes, I can make it now. The pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is that rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Look all around, there's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, there's nothing but blue with us. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. You know, one of the ways that we can use we can really reshape our brains and our being and others is to allow the energy that we are. I talk about it encircling this space as our youth walk down. Breathe in the good. Look at these individualized expressions of the infinite in the hilarity of the ways we share our beauty. And just know that this is life and this is humanity as we sing our youth in.
You are the star of the morning. You are heaven smiling at us. You're God's gift of tomorrow. Oh, how we love you. Oh, how we love you. You are the star of the morning. You are heaven smiling at us.
Hello.
You're God's gift of tomorrow. Oh, how we love you. Oh, how we love you. You are the star of the morning. You are heaven smiling at us. You're God's gift of tomorrow. Oh, how we love you. Oh, how we love you.
My name is Camila, and today we did a thing where we hold our arms out, and people say, at first they say mean things about you that aren't true, and then we, Barbara would try to push our arm down, and it'd get pushed down because we're not as strong, and then they'd say nice things about us, and we'd do it again, but our arm would not get pushed down.
It's called muscle testing. And we were working with the power of the word.
The power of the word. And so you were doing muscle testing and finding you had inner strength with good words and good ideas. Beautiful. Anybody else want to share anything? Welcome. Oh, did you? Did you like it? What did you learn from it? Perfect. Words can be hurtful, and they are a powerful force. You are so right. By the way, for any of you parents or grandparents, there will be openings, I hope still. Are there still openings for kids camp? If we beg. So if they are for 7 to 11-year-olds, if you've ever desired one of your offspring to experience positive input and belief, this is a place to do it. I don't know how else to say it. Your kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews. And talk to Barbara. Yes. All right. We are going to stand as a community and know that presence and power of peace that resides within us. Ready? Let's see. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Hopefully, and we are going to join together in our unity prayer to close, and then we'll sing our youth out so they can get back to their classrooms safely. We invite you to join us downstairs for Connection Hour. It's a wonderful opportunity just simply to say hello. How are you? What is your journey like today? And we just say, the light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And the kids make it very firm. We're going to sing our youth out. You want to go with me, Victoria? You want to go with me? No? Okay, there we go.
I'm gonna move to the light. I'm gonna speak of the light. I'm gonna sing with the light. I'm gonna dance in the light. When I choose to remember that Spirit is all, I rejoice and give praise and shine in the light. I'm gonna move to the light. I'm gonna speak of the light. I'm gonna sing